Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever airport update of my new Pittsburgh International Airport, which was recently just built a couple days ago, and I made a video about how I built this, so I'll link that below, make sure to check that out. But I'm just really excited to finally bring this new airport update to you guys. I know a lot of you have been anticipating to see this. I've just been waiting to make this huge update for almost a year now. And you can even see these balloons here that stand for the code of my airport, PIT. That was kind of like a celebration thing I included in the video I made a couple of days ago. But I know a lot of you have just been waiting, so we're gonna get straight into the airport update. And as I go through each terminal, I'll explain it, like what everything is. And this is because this airport is an American Airlines hub, so you'll see a lot of American Airlines. But I'll go through each terminal, like Terminal A, Terminal B, all that. So we're gonna start right over there, down by this landside terminal. Our first plane is an American Airbus A330-200, which just departed the gate and is going to taxi past the landside terminal, which is in your background. And this is going to head out to San Juan, Puerto Rico. And this is the landside terminal, by the way, for like checking in, baggage claim, getting your boarding pass, stuff like that. So it doesn't actually serve any gates. Next up, we're looking at Terminal A, or Terminal 1, which has all U.S. carriers such as Delta or United, which takes us to Delta A319 is beginning the boarding process for the flight to Salt Lake City, Utah. Another Delta ERJ 170 is getting bags unloaded and passengers leaving the plane after pulling in from New York LaGuardia. We have an empty gate to the left, and then next to that, in the middle, is an Alaska 737-900ER, which is waiting for clearance to push back for Seattle. And then up right here, in the right, is a JetBlue ERJ 190, which will begin loading bags. And you can see the service vehicle pulling up right there in the corner. But this is headed for Boston soon. An Allegiant A319 is boarding the last passengers on the air stairs for Austin, Texas. And the reason why this has air stairs is because, well, I actually ran out of gates. I was literally one gate short. Now, my old airport had about half as many gates as this airport does, so I had to order twice as many. So, but I must have done the math wrong or something, but for some reason I was one gate short. But I figured it was okay for Allegiant because it's just a budget airlines anyways. They can't really afford a gate. Right there is a United 757-300, which is just sitting at the gate, but will start loading cargo soon, and then it'll be heading out to San Francisco. Now this right here, you're looking at Terminal B, which is the American Airlines domestic flights in the United States. Now the reason you'll see there's a lot of empty gates, this is mainly because I don't even have as many models to fill it up right now, but the main reason I built it so big is so for the future I'll have the capacity. But right now you're gonna see just it's kind of empty, but eventually it'll grow and it'll all be filled up. But we're gonna start right here with this plane. American in the old colors, 737-800, getting fueled up, and then we'll board soon for Denver, Colorado. Two empty gates here, and then an American Airlines Airbus A320, which just pulled in from Orlando with bags ready to unload. Now, this right here, these are the commuter gates, these two little small ones. That little building kind of extends from the main terminal. These are just for smaller planes because Pittsburgh is like surrounded on the East Coast kind of, so they can have a lot of smaller planes just connecting cities. But that's what this is, just two little small gates. Anyways, this is a CRJ 200 rolling into the gate here from Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And then the other CRJ 200, which is at the gate, is waiting to board for Toronto. This right here is an American A319, which finished up the deboarding process and will begin unloading bags from Houston. Next is an American A321, but is still in the US Airways livery, is being catered and prepped for the flight to Las Vegas. Right here is an American ERJ 170 waiting to get bags loaded for Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. An American 777-200 in the One World is pulling into gate B22 from Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the international terminal, which Terminal 3, the international terminal, which has Concourse C right here, which is all regular international flights, because this one right here at the bottom is Concourse D, which has American Airlines and their One World partners international flights. This is a pretty big terminal. You can see it has like the curved roof. I really like it. Starting with the Delta is a 767-300ER getting cargo loaded and getting ready for the flight to Paris Charles de Gaulle. A Lufthansa A350-600 in the fan hands livery is getting maintenance and engine checks before it heads out to Munich in a couple of hours. WOW Air A321 is getting fueled and will commence boarding soon for the trip back to Reykjavik, Iceland. Now the Emirates A380, which was just pushed back from the gate, and this will head out to Dubai, obviously. Now to Terminal D is Qatar A350-900 pulling into gate D8 with the double jetway at this gate, and this is from Doha. Look at this shot. This is amazing. Beautiful. Got the jetway there. Anyways, this is a American 787-9 getting first class passengers and priority passengers boarded for Beijing. British Airways 747-400 being catered. The catering thing is on the other side of this plane, and cargo will be loaded for London Heathrow. See, there's a little cargo thing on the side. This is just a nice shot. Just look at this. Now the last one is just Terminal D, which is the GeminiJets terminal you can buy online. And this has the rest of the US carriers, which would be Southwest and Frontier. Next here is a Southwest Airlines 737-700, which just came in from LAX, Los Angeles, and will taxi to the gate. The other Southwest Airlines, a 737-700, but in the New Mexico 1 livery, is just being catered and then will board soon for Nashville, Tennessee. Next at this terminal is a Frontier Airbus A321, which is just getting fueled and then will turn around soon for Denver. Now to the taxiing planes. Here is a Delta MD-90, which arrived from Atlanta and is going to head to the gate at this terminal, which is in the background. A Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600 just landed from London Heathrow and is rolling off the runway. United 737-900 left the gate and is passing by Terminal 2 or Terminal B, which is to the right, and we'll head out for Chicago O'Hare. In the middle is a KLM A330-300 taxiing to the gate from Amsterdam. Another Airbus A330-300, this time an American, is taxiing to the runway for Athens, Greece. American 767-300ER in the One World is taxiing behind the international terminal, which is in the background, for Dublin. In front of that is a Finnair Airbus A350-900 holding short of runway 21 right for Helsinki and is waiting to cross after the Air Canada takes off. This obviously takes us to the Air Canada CRJ 900, which is rolling down the runway about to lift off for Montreal. American 777-300ER holding position and is second for departure to Hong Kong. And this is the last model for the first ever update. A JetBlue Airbus A320 waiting for clearance to take off for Fort Lauderdale. And actually, this right here, this like end runway piece right here, was the first thing I ever put down for this airport. So that's kind of a good way to leave off the last flight. Now, if you guys really want to see how I get in depth of how I built this, just please check out the video I made about this new airport, which I will link below. Check that out. And if you want to see how I added these like taxiways and the runways, the dual runways, all that stuff, I will leave a link below. It's just a PDF file you can download and print, but I also talk more about that in the video I made. Let me know below if I should keep this pit, the blue balloon sign here, whether I should keep it or not. I don't know. It kind of creates like a shadow whenever I'm trying to record, I see, but I think it looks pretty nice actually. And I forgot to mention, if you were wondering, this is all most of this airport is fictional. Like the real Pittsburgh International looks nothing like this and is not even as busy. Most of these flights, like to London Heathrow or Munich, don't even exist in Pittsburgh. Some are realistic, but most of them aren't really. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll be making these airport updates twice a month from now on, just to put as many updates as possible for this new airport. But I'll see you guys next time.